Okay, hi everybody. Why? I love that because I was about to obviously say 440. It's 440, and so now you know I'm not changing the numbers. I just go with what I see. So it's 440. And, um, wow, the inev is 7 letters, but it's short for the inevitable. But all of us in the 38, in this world, we own together 38 sites so far. And, the inev is short for the inevitable, and what I mean is the inev is bound to happen, Jeremy, meaning people will realize you tell the truth on everything about your 40 years in life and all the things you'll share as to how everyone can stay away from things so easily because we're all strong, and how to do it in a way of not allowing things to get to your life and you then go, it kind of controls me or whatever. No, you're stronger than that, I promise. All of you. And anyways, so 440, and you saw it go to 441. So don't forget how to spell that. Small o, small n, small e, or capital O, capital N, small e, so on. Or just do it like you're young and say, all right, it turned right in front of us to 441, WON. And yes, all this started happening to me even more when I got to Win Gate. And maybe it was my son who, from his name, I do this all the time, and it's just an amazing addiction, and it's one of many things our brains can do is to feel young. But what I mean is new nicknames, etc., that stand out as I take letters from everyone's name. This is, if you've heard this, you're hearing it again. And I, based off who I am, and you'll do differently with the same names, if that makes sense. You'll pick different words than I would, and vice versa, but who cares? We're all equal. So with Noxley, the K stands out, and then Noxley. So key, he's the key. Because he also did say, Dad, Wingate. And he might not remember or might say to others, oh, I didn't say that because he's nervous, maybe because it's a new thing to share. And with that being said, that's life too. That's a different talk. But meaning on when we should be proud and just okay and peaceful to share things that we love to learn or things that changed us. Now, with that being said, wow. He said, Dad, you're staying at the Wingate. Oh, Habit Factory. I go, what? He goes, Wingate. It's like a gate, a wind gate. Like, I go, oh, yeah, a gate to go through. He goes, yeah, win. And anyways, and then if you knew him, he goes, okay. And then his sister's name is Iwalani. And I love that one because at the end, Ni is a good one to talk about. Small switches in life can change you, meaning change your days and change the world you thought you had to live in. So small changes mean, with her name and I, switch it, and then what stands out is I win. And don't forget we were talking about one. And oh, look, I'm not looking at the time, by the way, but look that up. So now you can see that anyways, I don't look at the time of how long this is while we're going, but 444 is interesting, and you should Google spiritually what's the 4 44 44. It's fun. So with that being said, you've heard some stuff, but I'm here for a reason right now. And I'm just living with these amazing addictions and inside a habit factory 24/7, which is your brain and soul together. It's a habit factory in there, and how we all can switch and feel young and do our thing. And earlier I talked about Sarah, we're young, writing Jesus Calling, and what pops from Sarah, and it started with our Sarah, the AA and Sarah's amazing addictions, but her last name is Young, and we all need to feel young. Now, so I did, and what came on, this is cool. I will show you. What came on, I'm not looking at the time, by the way. I promise I'm only going to look at this. Was 4:34. I knew it was 4:34 p.m. and Halsey was on. I knew all this because what I'm saying is it came on my phone, it comes into my ears, and then, and I love these because there's no strings attached to these earphones. 4:30, what stood out after the screenshot and when I felt like I was supposed to take it was 57 seconds into it at 4:34. Google 34 spiritually. And 7 if you'd like to, but this is the truth. And it's also because that song caught my attention because she's talking about discovering about someone. And you understand why I'm saying this, or some of you will. Someone you're with that has drinking, alcohol faults, drug faults, maybe fibbing faults, maybe all these different things, right? And the song, I've learned to listen to them differently, and it's a good point, and it's how to believe in other people and direct them, whatever. But what I'm saying is not allowing any situation to tear you down, and always have a belief that all humans can be better. That is why I'm doing this, is because I believe in all of you. Now, with that being said, that triggered me. And then this is the one of how we ended up on the video, because then I went shuffle on the next one, shuffle to the next one, and Tones and I. So look, Tones and I, and what stuck out to me was Toes and I, because of the song. And I took the screenshot. It was 4:37 p.m. in the daytime, and so see, look, 4:37 p.m. and 2:02 minutes and 7 seconds in, and I promise I did not see that coming. Meaning I don't look at that. I just take it, and that is when I said, when it said, Jeremy, it's 4:37 p.m. and it was 2:07 in, and both these teach you lessons. And the second one is about dance. I will tell you that. Look it up. I then was dancing, and I was like, Jeremy, it's time. It's time. It's time to share this with the world. Da da da. Remember what time I said triggered me. Well, look what time it is now. And I promise I don't look at these. Like, what I mean is I haven't looked at that since I showed you. So, hi. And I hope you took something from that. And so life is about learning to see everything differently and use our brains in a different manner. There's books about it. I know these people, and I'm going to give it everything I got to share with the world, everything I've learned, and I'm going to keep learning. And all of us be in that young mindset of like, all right, yeah, let's have fun. Oh, we're going to dance a lot, I promise. And like I said, Kobe Bryant Prince, which is B and N from their names, and Martin Luther King, and everybody that I go to with my eyes shut the first time I said, am I supposed to tell the world we're supposed to feel young again and go back to like Schoolhouse Rocks? And the mentality of all of us starting anew up here and here ruling us, and then up here learning how to use our brains in a new way. And that day I didn't hit shuffle was when Prince came at me going party like it's 1999. So there's so much to share, and that's just a reminder. But if you want to look up those, I would. And I am so thankful for my true self being here on earth and knowing I've been taken over by something that I know many of you, almost all of you in this entire world, probably every single one of you go, I want to be taken over to have happiness and no more worries anymore. Well, it's right here. It's for all of us to do it together, and that's why it's 7 letters called THEINev, and that means the inevitable. We've all heard that word. Yeah, all of us together would be the ones who do it. That's all I can say, and that's what I know. So one love to all of you, always, forever. Bye.